Hi, today in Google Classroom tutorial we're going to talk about how to organize your Google Classroom and keep it tidy. We're going to show you how to make sure that you have a Google Classroom that students have a good understanding of, and how to make students study easier with your Google Classroom. I like to say this thing that in Google Classroom, resourcefulness starts with tidiness. How resourceful your Google Classroom looks starts with how tidy your Google Classroom looks. Talking about tidiness, we are going to focus our efforts on adding topics into the Google Classroom. So how do we add topics into the Google Classroom? To start with, let's open our Google Classroom and work with a brand new class. I'm going to select Civic Education Primary 4. This is the stream, this is the classwork area, and this is the people area. For you to have a tidy classwork area, you focus your work in the classwork area. This is the classwork area. As a class teacher, you want your students to study by topics. You want them to view every class resources from each topic that the students can have access to. To do this, you need to create what we call topics. To create topics in this classwork area, you tap the add button, which is the plus sign that you find at the lower right part of your screen. You tap the plus button and you select topic. When you select topic, you add the topic for which you want the students to have access to, the topic for which you want to add resources for later on. For instance, you want to add week 1, meaning of cultural diversity. I always like the topics to be in capital letter. Let's take note of it. Week 1, meaning of cultural diversity. This is a topic, and when you're through with typing your topic, you tap add. What Google Classroom will do is add week 1, meaning of cultural diversity. Then you go ahead and add week 2, topic, which can be week 2. Okay, so as to have more space, why not we do WK2 and add respect for people's views. That's another topic which we are adding into our classwork area. We used WK2 for week 2. We can edit this topic to be rename topic. Let me go back and explain how I did that. In front of week 1, I want to click on be WK1. I click on the 3 dots in front of week 1, which is a menu for week 1. When you tap it, you have 2 options: delete topic or rename topic. In this case, I want to rename the topic, so I tap rename topic and I turn it to WK1. Done. I eventually have WK1, meaning of cultural diversity. We have week 2 there. We can also go ahead and have week 3. To add week 3, I click the plus button again and tap topic to write out the week 3 information. WK3. The topic for week 3 will be meaning of community leadership. These are 3 weeks with 3 topics in the syllabus for this term. It makes a whole lot of sense for you to add topics like this, so that when you're going to add resources like, let me tap the plus button again, the add button, resources like assignments, questions, or materials. You may have a material for week 1, meaning of cultural diversity. If you have a material, you create a material and position it under meaning of cultural diversity. The material stays here under meaning of cultural diversity. You can have a material also for respect for people's views, which is week 2. You might have another material for week 3, which is meaning of community leadership. You can have as much as 12 weeks. Just keep adding them. As many topics as you have for that term, you continue to add them by tapping the plus button at the bottom right of your screen and then tapping topic to add the topic. We are going to add 3 topics for this example that we have here. If you have your work disorganized, students can see a topic and see all the resources for that topic. Another type of resource you can add for each topic can be assignments. If you have an assignment for meaning of cultural diversity, you position the assignment under meaning of cultural diversity. This helps the students to know where what topic is, or where what resource they are looking for to study is. It helps them to know how to prepare for exams and where to look for special topics to read towards the exams. It helps them a great deal. Having your work disorganized will help you to have a more presentable Google Classroom. I want all teachers to take note of this and make sure that they add topics before they place resources under each topic. Like I said earlier, like we've taught in the past, you can add resources like assignments, questions, and materials. And then maybe once in a while, if a resource you want to add doesn't fall under any topic, you end up not adding a topic to it. So all these resources stay all on their own. Let's look at another classroom. I go out of this class to touch another classroom. For instance, I want to tap Serious Academy, and I will go straight to the classwork. You see the first topic here, questions. In this tutorial or in this training, we added all the questions related activity under a topic called questions. We added all material related activity under the topic called materials, and then we added all assignment related activities under assignments. Those other resources that will not be under any topic are placed all on their own at the upper part of the screen like this. All these things that we are doing are under classwork. Let us take notes. Teachers should make sure that they make their work more presentable and more professional, so that students will be able to come into their own Google Classroom, go into their class teacher's classroom, and see the class teacher's works organized like this. And how do you add topics? As easy as tapping the plus button at the lower right side of your screen and then tapping topic to add the topic. Please do not forget. Before we end this tutorial, I'm going to get out of this class and go into the new class for which we just created, and I'm going to show you the classwork area where we added new topics. If, for example, I quickly want to add a resource for meaning of cultural diversity, which is week 1, I can tap my add button. I can go to add material. I can go to the attach button to go to my drive. Do not worry, I'm going to teach you more about how to add resources. It's quite unfortunate my Google Drive is asking me to update. Well, don't worry, the next class will be talking about how to add materials, questions, and assignments. And anytime we are going to add these, we will make sure that they are under each topic. And how to achieve this are the things we'll be talking about in the next class. Let us take note of this and make sure that our classrooms are organized. Thank you.